Chapter 6. The metal beam hurled by the creature hit the shadow crawler dead on, slamming into the battle machine's power cell. An electrical surge shot through the robot machine, sending it stumbling against the wall. Hayato could see that the Devastator inside was feeling it too, as the electrical jolt scrambled its circuits. I could just do nothing, Hayato said to himself. That would mean one less shadow crawler and one less robot to worry about. But even as the thought crossed his mind, Hayato came to the shadow crawler's aid. Clamping a power cable onto the robot battle machine, Hayato drew some of the electrical surge from the shadow crawler into the aero booster. His battle machine converted it into energy, ending the danger to the robot. When the crisis had passed, he removed the cable. The shadow crawler righted itself. The robot pilot stared at Hayato. Your actions were illogical. I am your enemy. Why did you act to continue my existence? Hayato shrugged. Because right now, we both have a bigger enemy than each other, he said. I will have to analyze, said the Devastator robot. Do it later, said Hayato. He turned to see that the flames were dying down, extinguished by some automatic system built into the computers. If fire doesn't bother that thing, what does? The properties of fire are heat and light. Conclusion, the creature is vulnerable to light, said Hayato. It sees in the dark, it lives in the dark, so its eyes are sensitive to bright light. Hayato thought fast. A powerful enough light might stop the creature long enough for him and the robot to make it out of the lab in one piece. But the lab lights were useless, and setting the rest of the place on fire probably wasn't a good idea. What other source of light could they use? The answer hit Hayato like a proton cannon burst. Lasers! Lasers are light! Neither Shadow Crawler nor Aero Booster can generate a laser of sufficient power to affect the creature for the required 5.7 seconds needed to escape, said the Devastator. Remind me not to go to you when I need cheering up, Tinhead, said Hayato. Well, if neither battle machine can do it alone, we'll do it together. We link machines for one big blast. If we hit it while it's close enough, we'll blind that thing long enough to get out of here. Even as he said it, Hayato knew how crazy it sounded. To link the Shadow Crawler and Aero Booster together, both battle machines would have to power down. That meant he and the Devastator would have to trust each other. If one powered up and the other didn't, one battle machine would be vulnerable to a sneak attack. To his surprise, the robot didn't protest. Instead, it said, Commence system shutdown in 5 seconds. 5, 4... Is it up to something? Hayato thought. Does it want me to shut off my machine so it can blast me, take the code, and try to get away? Hayato shook his head. No. If we are going to make it out of here, then I have to trust this robot. There's no other choice. When the countdown hit 1, Hayato shut off all power to the Aero Booster. The Shadow Crawler shut down at the same time. Neither human nor robot said anything. They just opened the power core hatches on their battle machines and rapidly began connecting cables. When they were finished, the Shadow Crawler and Aero Booster were linked together by a tangled mass of wires. The idea was the two machines would share power and fire a laser cannon burst twice as powerful and twice as bright as either could do alone. Of course, it was also possible that both battle machines might explode the second they were powered up due to the sheer amount of energy that they were channeling. When Hayato's machine came back online, his life sensors flashed again. The creature was on the move, circling overhead like a vulture, probably preparing to make another dive. Ready? He asked. Yes, said the Devastator. Power up! Human and robot hands hit the controls. Power surged through both battle machines, collecting into one massive pool of energy. Alarms went off inside both cockpits as pressure gauges surged into the red zone. Neither machine was built to contain this much raw power. It had to be released soon, or both battle machines would blow up. The creature was still circling. Come on, dive, thought Hayato. We need you at close range or this won't work. The smell of melted wiring filled the aerobooster's cockpit. With nowhere to go, the energy was making a mess of the battle machine's inner workings. It's attracted to battle machine movement, and ours can't move linked together like this, thought Hayato. But maybe there's something here that can. Hayato climbed swiftly out of the cockpit of the aerobooster and ran across the lab. He sought out the least damaged of the row of battle machines and got inside. His fingers stabbed down on the controls, hoping that there was at least a couple of volts of power still in the machine. The battered battle machine shuddered and bucked. Then, suddenly, lights were visible on the control board. It was powered up. The screens showed it had only enough power to take a few steps, but hopefully that would be enough. Hayato triggered the movement control, and the battle machine started charging toward where the aerobooster and the shadow crawler stood. The creature spotted the movement. It dove right for Hayato's machine, moving impossibly fast. Hayato dove out of the cockpit, hit the ground, rolled, and made it back to his feet. The creature was just reaching the abandoned battle machine, now just about out of power. The Exo-Force pilot leaped into the aerobooster, shouting, "Now! Now!" Hayato and the Devastator hit their fire controls at the same split second. A massive laser blast shot from their linked machines, slamming into the creature. Even at this level of power, the blast couldn't pierce the creature's hide. But the laser's harsh glow was a devastating weapon. Temporarily blinded, the creature screeched and flapped its wings, trying to stay in the air. At Hayato's command, the arm of the aerobooster slashed down, severing the connections with the shadow crawler. Both battle machines raced for the lab exit. Behind them, the creature's cries had changed from ones of pain to ones of rage. Hayato activated the aerobooster's 2 remaining rocket engines as the shadow crawler rapidly scaled the wall of the shaft. The aerobooster quickly outdistanced the robot battle machine, reaching the surface first. Hayato looked down to see the creature forcing its way through the lab door and into the shaft. All it would take would be one blast from his laser cannons to collapse the shaft, trapping both the creature and the shadow crawler below. His weapon had enough energy, and he had a wide-open shot. But for reasons even Hayato would never be able to explain, he didn't fire. In a flash, the shadow crawler was out of the shaft and on solid ground. Both pilots fired their weapons, striking the ground and sending earth and rock raining down the shaft. An instant later, the miles-long tunnel caved in, burying the lab and the creature. Perhaps forever. Hayato stared down at the pile of rock and dirt for a long time. "It's almost a shame," he said. "After all, what was that creature doing other than its job? It just did it too well." He looked up at the Devastator robot. "Now, we have a job to get back to. Come on then, attack! You're not getting this code." The Devastator looked at Hayato for a long time. Then, it activated its communications device. Devastator-37 reporting. Mission status. Failure. Code is in a place where it cannot be accessed at this time. Returning to base. Hayato looked down. The magnetic code plate was still attached to the aerobooster, but the robot was saying it was someplace it couldn't be reached. "Wait a second," he said. "Hold on. What you just reported in, I thought robots couldn't lie." The shadow crawler turned and began to walk away. Then it stopped, turned, and faced Hayato. "I am not lying, human," said the robot pilot. "At this moment, on this day, I cannot take the code from you. My behavior is illogical. I must evaluate. When I have done so, on some other day." No need to finish, thought Hayato, watching the shadow crawler turn and head down the mountain. On that other day, we'll be enemies blasting at each other again. We're both warriors. That's what we do. But maybe part of being a warrior is knowing when not to make war. Hayato knew he should return the code to the Golden City right away. But instead, he triggered the Air Booster's rocket pack and took off for the sky. He would fly for a long time, lost in thought, before bringing his battle machine home. Hey guys, be sure to check out the description below for more videos related to Exo-Force, including reviews and a light brick tutorial on my other channel. Thanks!